everyone, welcome to another video. I just thought I would do a wee video today regarding just kind of where I'm at in the pressure washing industry and what's been going on in my life recently, and I've not really kind of done one of these update videos for a wee while, and it's just been, I'm just trying to keep the algorithm interested. As I say, I've found out that if you're uploading every week, the algorithm kind of stays interested and you kind of build traction from there. You need to excuse me, I'm in my little boy's room. It's really the only kind of place I can get some privacy. But it's been it's really been a tough start to this year for me. I'm not going to lie. No for me personally. It's just for for things business wise. It's last year we were really busy through the winter months. We were doing a load of gutters, but the weather in Scotland this year has been really bad. It's been bad compared to what I can remember it being like for a while. It's been really frosty, really icy, constant rain, and so I've just been kind of taking some time kind of off at the minute, and I'll go into the kind of details behind that. It's about where I'm kind of at in my life is I've kind of worked for I left school for 20 years as like a courier and stuff. I've had a lot of different jobs, and the harsh reality of that is I was absolutely miserable working for other people. I had a kind of traumatic upbringing, not regarding my parents and stuff, more or less with decisions that I had made and things that had happened with me, to the point where I now try and live my life a completely different way without getting into too much detail. And I try and avoid as much stress as I can, because for somebody like me, stress isn't good for me. I can only speak for myself. Kind of brought up in a society where you're taught to be a man's man and all that stuff, and the harsh reality of that is it's okay to take time off and to make sure you're okay. Do you know what I mean? I'm a father to 3 kids. I'm working for myself, and the truth is, see, if you're watching my channel and the small following that I've got, if you're watching my channel hoping that I'm going to build my business into this big exterior cleaning empire like you see other guys doing, it's not going to happen. I am very, very, very happy working as little as I possibly can to get by. And what I mean by that is, see from like late November to now, I've probably worked 2 days a week, every week, if that. Now, I could go and chase other jobs, I could advertise more, but I don't want to. And the reason for that is that I'm happy earning what I earn, being able to pay my bills, being able to still support my family and the things that we need. Now, I don't chase what society needs and what society thinks you need to get by in life. I'm not going to chase the big cars, the fancy houses, because in my opinion it's all rubbish. It doesn't make you happy. I want an easy life where I can work as little as I possibly can and spend the rest of my time with my family and working on myself as a human being, because I truly believe that life's about the legacy you leave behind, as in how you affect people round about you. It's not about the cars and the fancy things that you have, because see, at the end of the day, see that time when you're 70 years old and you've wasted 40 years of your life not seeing your family. Yes, you've got a massive house, amazing, and if that's what you want to do, amazing, but I want to actually spend the time with my family. I am not chasing society's version of what you need to be successful, because I believe it's all rubbish. And the reason for that is because of the kind of life I've had the last 20 years and the things I've done and where I've came from in those 20 years that's made me not want to chase these things. I believe that family comes first before anything. I believe that being present in kids' life comes first before anything, which I have not been in the past. I've always had my kids round about me, but have I been a great dad? No. And because of the decisions that I've made again in the past. So I work a programme in my life now. I try and do things for other people, and I try and help people as much as I can. because I've been very selfish and self-centered my whole life. I'm trying to open up a bit and just explain why my channel's not going to grow and why I don't. I think it's amazing what other guys do in this industry, like, but all I see when I watch those guys' videos is how much stress they are under because they're chasing society's idea of what success is. Success isn't having a mansion and or having a big house, and then when you die, what have you left behind? You've left a big house and a bit of money for your kids. But what about the memories? And I've wasted enough of my life chasing these things and doing these things, and I'm being honest, like, see if I could work 2 days a week, I could work 2 days a week in this job and earn what I earned in my last job, and I'm happy, because then I've got the rest of my time to do what I want and what I enjoy doing, which is going to the gym, which is spending time with my family, which is taking my boy to football, which is spending time with my 2 daughters and my partner. And that's what I think is success. It's no society's options of that. But anyway, I've been on a wee tangent there. So the business, where I'm at, and I'm going to go into a few things that I've found out in the last couple of years that I think will really help people. So the first one is the machine, the GX390. And I'm going to be honest, I've had my machine for 10 months and twice it's broken down on me. The first one was a warranty issue with the Honda engine, which got fixed for free from Rutland Pumps. I had to send it back to them. But then again, the pull cord snapped the other day. I couldn't get the coil spring to connect back on, so it's been in getting fixed. Which brings me to my other point is I've probably not been the greatest with money when I've been working in this business. Like, I hear other guys saying they put all their money back in, but my thing is I'd rather spend the money on my family and doing things with my family and going on holiday with my kids and stuff. And to that point where I maybe overdone it a bit last year and I went on 3 or 4 holidays and never put a lot back into the business, which was a kind of mistake on my part, because it's great building those memories with the kids, like what I said, but at the end of the day I need things to make my business run. And I really need a backup machine. I need another machine because my machine's been in getting fixed for over a week now. So that's a whole week where I couldn't go out and work. I could borrow a machine, I could hire a machine, but to be honest with you, I can't be bothered. As I say, I'm no too fussed either way. I believe everything in my path is in God's hands. So what's for me won't go by me. And I try and run my life that day to day. And it's been great having a week off. I've been able to spend time with my missus and just relax. And I bought a new van, which had problems with that as well. And over the past year, I've had real issues with buying vans and cars. Recently, I bought a car off Gumtree on my own stupidness, and within 2 days, it had broken down, and it cost me more than the car was worth to fix it. I then bought a van. I spent over a couple of weeks making sure I was looking at vans that I wanted, and I found one that I thought was really good, and I went and met the gentleman. He was an older gentleman, he seemed really lovely. He had me and my missus in his house, and within 3 days of having that van, I noticed that it was losing a load of engine coolant all the time. It was disappearing. So I had it into the garage. They fixed it. It cost me £450, and they never actually found out what the problem was. The problem was still there. So I then had to put it back in last week for another 4 days, which cost me another £250. So it's like £800 I've almost spent in that van in the last 3 weeks. My pressure washer's in getting fixed, which is going to cost me money. And I get that's part and parcel of having a business. So I need to look at myself in that kind of stuff. I should have bought another machine as a backup, but I'm quite a procrastinator, which isn't great when you work for yourself. As I say, I'm never going to be this guy that chases jobs. I'm never going to be this guy that's running about advertising, running myself into the ground, working till 9 o'clock at night. I've got no interest in doing that. I am a sole trader. I'm not a business. I'm not a limited company. I never intend to be a limited company. I work for myself with one employee, and I'm happy doing that. I see that they had troubles, like if any of you watch Sid Partridge's stuff, the stress that guy must be under trying to get staff and train them. Sometimes I'm like, you'd be better just working for yourself. And as hard as Sid works, that guy works harder than most people. So I'm sure he'd be fine either way. But I get it. That's his path in life, and that's what he wants to do. It's just not what I want to do with my life. I'm nearly 40 years old, and I don't want to spend the next 30 years of my life building some business that's not going to mean anything to anybody in the future. Again, what I've also found out for doing this job is roof cleaning's, it's a great living, it's a great earning. Like, I could do with one roof cleaning job a week and earn what I earn that I can earn double what I earned in a month in my old job. So if I done one roof clean a month, I could get by no problem. So that's what this industry can offer you. See, if you're happy earning £25,000-30,000 a year, you could earn that working one day a month in this job. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. You could earn it working 2 days a month. If you get a couple of roof cleans on a month, you could earn £25,000 a year, no problem. But again, there's a lot of stuff that comes with roof cleaning. It's very, as I say, I've said it in a previous video, you need to be really thick-skinned to be a roof cleaner. There's a load of people who will put roof cleaners down. They'll tell you shouldn't be cleaning roofs, and I've had insurance through Simply Business, which is a public liability insurance. And what I found out in the last 2 years, I'll be coming up for 2.5 years in April doing this. And what I found out is that, like, standard public liability insurance places like Simply Business do not cover roof cleaning if anything goes wrong. See if you read the small print and what you're actually paying for. So I've been paying for public liability insurance for the last 2 years for a company that won't cover me if anything goes wrong. And especially with roof cleaning, there's a lot of red tape regarding getting paid out for roof cleaning. So what I've done recently is I've went with Howden Insurance, which is they're a broker who will find you the exact insurance you need. So I went and sorted that yesterday. There's a branch in the town that I live in that I went in and I actually spoke to them face to face. They drew me up a plan, and I think my plan for the year was £289.99, and that covers all aspects of exterior cleaning. It covers me working at a height of 5 metres. It covers any damage to any roofs. I also now cover myself when I do quotes, and what I mean by that is I now send an email, I send a quote over to the customer, but what I also send with that is a waiver for me, which is to say that if any water enters the property, the customer is liable for that damage. It's not me, unless the pre-inspection is, unless I don't notice anything in the pre-inspection. Also, with roof cleaning, I've had people commenting on my YouTube videos about why you shouldn't. So I quote every roof clean I've got using Google Earth, right? So for every 10 roof quotes I get in, I'll maybe get 3 of them. And other guys in the industry will tell you there'll be guys that will be hitting higher targets than that, right? But you want to be charging really good money for roof cleaning, because see, if you're out cleaning roofs for £300, like I done a deal there through the winter months to try and get myself some work in, where I was saying a standard semi-detached house, so a front and a back part of the roof, standard semi-detached, I would do it for £400. And see, when I was turning up to the jobs in the morning, I was getting, like, I'm going like, why am I doing this, man? Like, why am I doing it? Don't get me wrong, it's after I pay my labourer and my fuel, it's like £300 for 4 hours work, right? But what you don't take into account of that is you don't ever want to be that guy that's charging the lowest price in your town. Like, I see it on groups where guys are charging £250 for a roof clean, and I'm like the industry, that job is so difficult, it's so hard on the body, especially if you're doing huge roofs. So you should be charging the top end, near between £8 and £10 a square metre. You should be charging for a roof clean. And that's in Scotland. Down south you could probably get more than that. I know guys that charge more than that, And we're roof cleaning. What I do now is see if a customer, and this was great advice I actually get given off a Nick from Prestige. It's see if a customer starts questioning whether you should clean their roof. Like, say for talk's sake, a customer said to me, "I've heard my friends told me that you shouldn't get your roof pressure washed and stuff." I would rather not deal with that customer and deal with the hassle of cleaning their roof. So I walk away from jobs now that do things like that. Like, I had a job last year, I don't actually know if I've said this in a video, where the customer agreed the quote, everything was done, and then a week later she messaged me saying, "I've just spoke to my roofer who told me not to get my roof pressure washed." So I then explained to her the process that we do and how we don't walk on the roof or anything, and she was happy to go ahead with it. But something told me not to go ahead with it, and I told the lady, "Listen, I'm not happy cleaning your roof, I don't feel comfortable." And she wasn't best pleased, but I need to cover myself, because if a customer's not got 100% confident in what I'm telling them and they're going to go and ask for outside advice, then I'm not happy to clean the roof for them, because what they're saying is, "I don't trust what you're saying to me, so I'm going to ask somebody else who's got no idea about the exterior cleaning industry." And that's basically in black and white what she's saying to you. She's saying, "I don't trust your opinion on the job that you do, so I'm going to ask somebody who doesn't actually know anything about the job." So sometimes you're best just to walk away. I also now take 20% deposits on roof cleans, because I've had roof cleans, I've had £2,500 roof cleans where people have cancelled the day before. And I don't mind. Like, I'm not, as I said, I'm never going to be that guy that chases money, but as you can imagine, when you're getting set up the night before to go to a roof clean and you're ready to go and do it, you've worked that money into your budget, and for somebody to turn around and say to you, "I need to cancel, something's happened, my dog's died," I've had that excuse before. So I now take a 20% deposit, and see if that customer does not want to pay that 20% deposit, I will not book them in. And that covers me, and it also lets the customer see. The customer can have the deposit back if they cancel within 2 weeks of the job starting. Then they'll get the full deposit back. But what I'm not doing is accepting customers' roof quotes if it's over £600, and then leaving myself getting stung in the end, because it's happened a few times. So they're kind of things you need to look out for with roof cleaning. Again, I'm still learning in this industry, so there's guys with a lot more experience than me that will tell you, like, I just know what works for me. And as I say, if you're on this channel hoping to watch a guy build a big business, it's not going to happen. It's never going to get much bigger than it is now, because I'm not great at dealing with people. I'm not great at managing people. I really struggle to so I've got a labourer who works with me, and I really struggle to let him do anything, and that's the truth. It's because I don't feel like it's going to get done properly. And again, that's stuff that I need to look at myself and me, because I train the people up, they do the job, but I just feel like sometimes you can rinse a driveway, right, and I'm very pernickety about rinsing driveways and stuff, and you can see excess sand left on it, and even sometimes I still leave it, but I just know me doing it myself. So my labourer's main job is just to clean up after me and fill up my petrol tank, clean it, brush up rubbish, get my water tank set up, get my hose reels pulled out, pass me up the pole when I'm up a roof. All that helps me out massively in the day, and it saves me a couple of hours each day having to do it myself. And especially when you're cleaning roofs, you want people to understand. Like, I get guys that saying to me, I had a guy comment in my video last week saying I wouldn't be paying a labourer if I was only out working 2-3 days a week. And I say, I get that, mate, but it suits me. I'm happy to do that. Because I know when I get busy during the summer months, which happened last year, where it was crazy for me, the amount of jobs I was doing last year was great for me, for a business of my size. I know that if I stay loyal to that boy the now, come the summer, he'll help me out, do you know what I mean? So I don't mind doing that. I don't mind losing a day's wages out of my pocket if it's going to help somebody else out through the winter months, and it also helps me massively. I'm always trying to help people. That's what I try and do with my life today, and I don't always get it right, man. I'm not saying I'm the greatest person. I'm not the greatest person with money. I'm not the greatest person with running a business. I'm a massive procrastinator, so I don't always stay on top of things the way I should. And and I don't know why. It's just I think it's just I'm more laid back now, and I don't see the need to be chasing that stuff. Like, I know no matter what, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be okay in life. I don't need everything that society says that you need. I've got friends and family. I've got a small business where I can pick and choose what days I work and what hours I work, and it suits me massively. See waking up in the morning and like see the greatest thing I find about working for myself is I don't need to sit in traffic. Like, see, for somebody like me who absolutely despises queues and hating in traffic, sitting in traffic and stuff, like I cannot. That's the greatest thing I've found about working for myself, is I can leave the house at 9 o'clock and I'm home for 1 most days, and I never sit in traffic anymore, because all my jobs are kind of local to me. I get the odd jobs away out in Glasgow, the other side of Glasgow and stuff, but everything's really like East Renfrewshire, kind of Paisley based, all that kind of stuff. So I'm never going all over the country. I don't really go any further than 30 minutes from my house to do my jobs, and it really suits me, man. The greatest blessing I have for working for myself is I can genuinely, like, I hear guys saying when you work for yourself you never get a day off, you never have any time, you're the last person to get paid, stuff like that, and I'm like, so what's the point? What is the point? And that's what I genuinely believe. Why would you want to live your life with all that stress, man? Like, why? For what? So you can have a nicer car? So you can have a nicer 4 wheels than the guy next to you who's got a £500 runabout? I don't see the point in it. My peace and my sanity comes before any of that stuff nowadays, and I will not change my mind on it. And like the business, the exterior cleaning side of things, it's really kind of, especially this time of year, I was one of the guys that everybody's trying to set up, and as I say, I've helped some people get set up. I still get people that come and ask me for advice. I've got people local to me that do it. I've had a guy that's local to me who offered me his machine while my machine's been broken, and it's great. You build up a great community in this place, and we all kind of try and help each other when we can, and there's competitiveness in this business. It's like, but at the end of the day, I'll always try and help anybody that I can in this business. I'm never going to give somebody advice if they need it. But it's very difficult. See, when you're putting yourself out there online, especially YouTube, and again with a small following that I have, you've always got naysayers and people who tell you you're doing it wrong. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Like, that's, oh, you're a cowboy, and it's like you need to really be thick-skinned, and I wasn't to start with. I'm not going to lie. I would argue with people in my comments and stuff, and it's just stupid. Like, you don't even know the person. Like, why do you care what their opinion of you is? It doesn't really matter. And so the plan for this year going forward is just to continue to clean roofs and do exterior cleaning. I'm not going to be expanding into massive contracts. I've got a contract with a company who do soft play areas, and what they do is they see like the community kids play areas, like the parks. They do them up, and they get me in to clean them, the wet pour stuff. It's good doing that, but that's really the only kind of commercial stuff I do. I don't do restaurants, I don't do big businesses, I don't do car parks, I don't. And it's not because it's not because I don't want to do it. It's because I don't advertise that I do it. I don't chase contracts. I don't, because I know. See, the minute that I start doing that stuff, I'll hate what I'm doing. I'll hate it, because I do not want to work 90 hours a week, or however many hours a week it is. I know I'm can keep going over the same things. So the things that I found are must-haves are, I definitely need to get a different machine, a backup machine. I'm really not happy, I'll be honest. I'm not happy with the quality of GX390s. I had a wee Hyundai 15 litre a minute machine that I felt ran better than my GX390. I feel like there's always something wrong with it. Always finding something wrong with it, and I don't know if anybody else has got the same experience. That maybe they can let me know. But every time I watch Sid Partridge's videos as well with his GX390s or whatever he uses, he's always getting them fixed. He's always going back to places to get it fixed. It's like, and I get it, it's machinery and stuff, but it's like, it's, see, for somebody like me, like when I'm on a job and something goes wrong, it's catastrophic. Like, I'm like, oh no, what am I going to do? And so I've had some advice for people is like, keep an extra 30 metres of hose, just keep it. Keep an extra pull cord, keep extra, like, try and keep as much extra stuff as you have. Like, I was on a roof cleaning my GVS pole, the hose, the hose that goes through the GVS pole, the thin hose, it burst on a job. And obviously I was just new to roof cleaning and I didn't think to have a spare. So I had to wait 2 days for that to get delivered before I could go back and finish the roof. So it's just trying to keep on top of the things that you need all the time. But the industry's great. It's really helped me in the life that I want to try and live. As I said again, I've not had the greatest life with some of the decisions I've made and where I've ended up. And it's not like that today. I'm very happy with who I am. I know I'm a good person today, and so it's just about trying to do that. I'm just trying to let you see that the reason that I don't post as much is because I'm not out there actively chasing the work, and I'm trying to just cut back and have an easy life and the things that I want to do. But I've kind of rambled on a wee bit too much there. But I'm just trying to keep it updated. I'm going to have videos out next week. I've got a video on here that I filmed in 4K. It was the playground area, but I don't have enough storage on my phone to download from the camera to my phone. So again, I'm a dinosaur with all this technology stuff. So it's sitting on the camera now on the memory card, but I can't get it from the memory card to my phone because I don't have enough storage. So again, it's just about trying to figure things out. And but listen, if anybody needs any advice, if there's anything that you'd like to know or anything I can help you with, then just send me a message. But again, have a great week ahead, alright?